Hi, my name is Jackie Murray, and I'm your guide through these 32 lessons in the Structured Learning Technology curriculum. This is third grade, and we're in lesson 7, which is the first of 2 on word processing. Now, the students, third graders, aren't new to word processing. They also covered it in second grade, and they did pre-word processing in kindergarten and first. So we are building on knowledge they already have. They're getting pretty sophisticated by third grade. You'll see when we get into this lesson. So you can expect them to bring that knowledge they've already achieved into this class and then keep growing from there. Okay, new words. They're probably most of these they know. I don't know. I highlighted menu bar because not toolbar, not taskbar. So get them thinking of those bars have different names. It would be, I don't have a menu bar on this one, so, but it's the words rather than the pictures. Problem solving, can't find my doc file. What's the difference between save and save as? Select do, have to select before you do. How do I edit with backspace or delete? These all are, they might know these, but they're certainly by third grade, they're becoming important to know. So they're really good ones to cover this lesson, so they start getting used to them. How can technology make words better communication tools? Writing follows rules, and technology makes that easier. Yes, there are rules. That's just the way it is. To communicate, you have to follow rules of syntax. You have to have verbs and nouns. You have to have subjects and predicates. You have to have prepositional phrases. You have to make sense. So that's the way it is with writing. Okay, teacher prep, pretty standard, but a reminder, if you don't have the primary digital device or digital tool mentioned in this lesson, here's your essential question and big idea. Adapt these to whatever your digital device or tool is. So that's how you accomplish it. So if you have OpenOffice instead of Google Docs, then it's going to be different the way you deliver it. It's going to be harder or easier to edit. So you're just going to adapt these with these goals in mind. You're going to adapt the lesson ideas to that tool and digital device. Continue to collect the words students don't understand, because they have Speak Like a Geek coming up in about mid-year, maybe a little sooner than that. And they need a whole list of geeky words that they're going to code for the classmates. So keep collecting those. Okay, they're keyboarding for warm-up on home row or QWERTY row. If they're in home row, they could use Popcorn Typer or Dance Mat typing. If they're in QWERTY row, probably stick with Popcorn Typer. There's a couple others that concentrate on a row at a time, but use one of those tools that does a row at a time. It doesn't suddenly say, okay, you're doing QWERTY row, but I want you to be typing V and X. So don't do those. We'll get to those later. Remind them homework is due. Whoever is in charge of your calendar this month, make sure that they have added homework due date to the calendar, as well as presentation due dates for the problem solving board. You might have asked the students all to add their own date to the calendar, rather than have one person do it. Probably a really good idea. So that should already be up there. So review the grading rubric if necessary, and otherwise you just kind of get going. It's not about anyone being perfect. It's about them achieving the goals of the presentation board. Okay, review the word processing program you used last year, whatever that is, Google Docs, MS Word, whatever it is, and just the very basics: layout, tools and toolbars, entering text and pictures, editing text, whatever the basics were that they got through last year. And then today you're going to discuss correcting grammar errors and adding detail, and maybe just one. If you only have time for one of those, then that's what you're going to do. So here, this one is adding detail and correcting the grammar errors. So if they have, I don't see any in this one, unless you think Stoney's spelled wrong, but you're going to add detail to their writing. Remind them that they have used this word processing program in the past. They did the number square, which was the word processing program, MS Word. This is MS Word. This is Google Docs. So they've used these. And whatever tool you have is going to look pretty similar to this. The border makes it look like Word because it's hard to put borders on Google Docs, but not impossible. So just remind them that they have used this in the past. Get them thinking about, yeah, I remember that, and I remember how I did it. Okay, good. And you might even have a volunteer show how to do this, how to type one of these in, and then how to edit to add detail, edit to correct mistakes. Have one of the students show that. Then have them write this story. Doesn't have to be this one, but I think this one is in their book, so it might be easy to type. Yep, sure is. So it might be easy, and then it tells them exactly what you want them to do. Type this one sentence, correct misspellings, find synonyms for crossed out words, something instead of fun and little. Add several sentences to add descriptive detail. Use words that help us understand, chronologic order, and end the story. This one just kind of stops. So have them, this could be a good example, and then have them finish it out. And then you've got a nice story, which you can then decorate later. But this is a good, and it would, if you're not close to Halloween with this, then pick a topic that you're close to, some event that is meaningful to the students. If they need to, discuss the red and green squiggly lines with them so they know what those mean. Okay, so remind them, save every 10 minutes, Control S, you might set a timer that goes off every 10 minutes. If they finish, then have them practice their keyboarding again, opening the same program they were on for the warm-up period and practicing keyboarding. That'll keep them busy while everyone else is doing their stuff. You can also do a story like this where you give this basic story, it's a character sketch, and then add detail. Tell us about the coyote and the tree, and just give us more detail on that. And they could do that in groups, so they talk more about, give some flavor to those characters. All right, I think that's about it. We have some tips there, and then we go into the next one. Let's see if I missed anything in the student workbook. No, we're good. So that's good, guys. All right. Have a great week, and be sure to leave questions for me if you have any on our discussion board. I'd be happy to help you with them. Talk to you soon. Bye.